morning once again. If you're tuning in, this is In the Headlines, and now we're sampling the various dailies. I have a copy of the Standard. I want to give you a sneak peek to how the front page looks like. The aftermath, the reactions after the Monday protest and developments they are in. It indicates that according to Raila Odinga, who is the leader of the Azimio, One Kenya coalition faction there, says that back due to public demand is that protests will not just be taking place on Monday, but also on Thursday in Nairobi. That is Battle for Hustlers' Souls. That's what the Scribe has opted to go with as the main read in this particular issue. Let me skim through what has been highlighted here. Ruto's take. Azimio leaders are insincere and want to get into government through the back door. He is willing to hold talks with anyone who has the interest of the nation at the heart. He has a plan that will lower a cost of living, but it takes time to implement. That is the president's take. Now, on the other hand, we have the official leader of the opposition, that is none other than Raila, saying, cost of living. Azimio is pushing for lowering of cost of food, fuel, and electricity. Electoral justice, they are fighting the reconstitution of the KBC, saying that the president is acting unilaterally. And as far as matters of inclusion in government, they say the president is promoting tribalism through appointments. The middle ground, the bottom-up plan. President William Ruto's rallying call during the campaign was let's make life better for the low-income earner. With a shoe on the other foot, opposition leader is consolidating support of the mwananchi to protest the high cost of living. Now, if you are keen to notice, some of the items that the protesters were carrying on Monday, they included Sufurias and wheelbarrows. And the Scribe here has gone further to just try and understand why the protesters were using these particular items. The wheelbarrow and Sufurias have become the symbols of the push to address the plight of mwananchi, with government and opposition reading from different scripts. That's just but a quick summary of the main read in this particular issue of the Standard, being the 22nd of March. This is day 2 after the protests that took place on Monday. We have had 238 people arrested in Kisumu and Nairobi counties on Monday, and also 30 vehicles there damaged. And this is according to Inspector General of Police, that is Japheth Kome, who has gone further to condemn attacks meted out on the security apparatus that was trying to maintain peace during this particular protest. So what do you think about the reactions that we're having? Now we're going to be having Maandamano Monday on Monday and Thursday, and Raila Odinga says it is due to public demand. What is your take? And I would also want to ask you, are these protests actually helping in any way or another? Have they lowered the cost of living since they took place on Monday? What is your take? Get tweeting. Our Twitter handle is at KBC Channel 1. Mine, Ray Manyara. We have at Ram Aguku. Also, on stories that have also found themselves on the front page of the Standard is that now Cabinet had a meeting yesterday, and they have allowed state farms sale without the approval of MPs. This is under the privatization bill of 2023 that has allowed National Treasury to sell out or rather privatize state farms without having going through the rigors of debate at the floor of the National Assembly there, just trying to restructure and do away with bottlenecks and save the country the much needed monies, especially from the taxman point of view, or rather the national coffers. Also, we've had a story here that Uhuru team loaded telecom debt on citizens. The chairman of Telecom Kenya was appearing before the committee there, and he went further. That is Eddie Njoroge. went further to indicate that talks are underway to have Telkom Kenya that is still seeking new investors. However, they have a debt to pay before any transaction goes through, and this debt is capped at 9.4 billion shillings. And in Nakuru, the first ever female governor might actually be facing possible jail term over the employment of CECs, and this is after a court ruling there. Across the world is that over 43,000 people died in Somalia owing to drought.